If you pay anyone to help you run your business in 2025, like a contractor, an employee, or virtual assistant, or even your landlord, the IRS expects one thing from you this month: accurate information reporting. The deadline to file and send Form 1089 and W-2 is Friday, February 31st, 26. However, in 26 for 1089, so missing it can mean penalties and it's add up quickly. So hundreds or even thousands of dollars per form. So in this video, we're breaking down the topic into 5 parts you can follow along and stay penalty free. So part 1, who need to file and why this matters. Part 2, how to classify worker correctly. Part 3, filing deadlines and the new e-file rules. Step 4, step-by-step implementation strategies. Step 5, real-world example and bold tax tips for 2025. If you're a business owner earning near or above 1 million a year, this episode is for you. Because the IRS has expanded its e-filing rules and 2025 filing season is the last one before major new threshold tax effect under the One Big Beautiful Tax Bill. Let's look at part 1, who need to file and why this matter. So if you pay $600 or more in 2025 to an individual or unincorporated business for services, like your freelance designer, subcontractor, or bookkeeper, you must issue Form 1099 next. If you pay rent, attorney fees, or other non-service payments, they'll go to Form 1099 next. So here's the key detail. So for 2025 tax year, the $600 threshold still applies, but under the new law, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, the reporting threshold will increase to $2,000 for payments made after December 31st, 2025. So that means the higher limit will apply to 26 tax year payment that you will file in 2027, not this filing season, so don't get confused. If you have employees, their wages, bonuses, and tips go on Form W-2, which must also be filed and furnished by January 31st, 2026. This process isn't just about paperwork and about protecting your deductions. So these forms help the IRS match your expenses to other people's income and confirm that your business reporting is legitimate. Let's look at part 2. Let's get it right. What constitutes employee versus contractor. So let's look at Maria, who owns the marketing firm in Seattle with $1.2 million in revenue. She thought she had 15 contractors and 3 employees until we reviewed her structure. So several contractors actually meet the definition of employees. That's a common problem, and it's expensive to fix. Misclassifying employee can lead to back payroll taxes, penalties, and interest. The IRS look at 3 things. First, behavior control. Do you decide when and how they work? 2, financial control. Do you reimburse expense or provide tools? 3, relationship type. Is there a contract or benefit provided? If you control all 3, they are employee. If they operate independently, they are contractor. Here's how Maria fixed it. She reviewed every agreement, sent W-9s to all contractors, and reclassified 3 people to W-2. She stored everything in a digital folder labeled 2025 workers records. The result, her payroll was clean, deduction was defensible, and she avoided an audit triggering mismatch. Let's look at part 3, filing deadline and the 10 form e-filing rules. So January 31st, 2026 is your non-negotiable deadline. You must file and furnish Form W-2 for employees with SSA, Form 1099 NEC for contractor and service provider. For other forms like 1099 NES or 1099 INT or 1099 dividends, the deadline differ. So recipient copy must go out by January 31st, filing with the SEC due February 28th if you mail paper or March 31st if you e-file. Now let's talk about the big change that affects almost everyone. So if you file 10 or more total information returns, you must file electronically. That include all W-2, 1099s, and similar forms combined. Olivia, an e-commerce owner in New York, had 12 total forms to file, the 2 W-2 and 1099. She thought she could mail them, but under this rule, electronic filing was mandatory. So we guided her through the IRIS system, which is free and easy to use. So she uploaded a CVS with vendor name, address, and TIN. The system validated every entry. She submitted the batch electronically. Within minutes, she got a confirmation email providing compliance. So Olivia saved time, avoiding mailing errors, and had digital proof, something paper filing can't guarantee. Let's look at part 4 implementation blueprint for you. So here is your exact checklist to meet the January 31st deadline and stay penalty free. Step 1, you want to gather your data. You want to export all vendor payment from your bookkeeping system. Filter anyone pay $600 more for services during 25. Step 2, you want to verify every contractor W-9. So you want to check the legal names, addresses, and TINs. If something looks off, send a new request immediately. Step 3, assign the correct form. So W-2 for employees, 1099 net for independent service provider, 1099 net for rent prices or attorney fees, 1099 INT or DIV for interest or dividends. Step 4, choose your e-file method. If you already use payroll software like QuickBooks or Gusto, they will handle e-filing automatically. If not, you want to register with the IRIS system, upload your spreadsheet, and submit it electronically. Step 5, deliver copy to recipient by January 31st. If you send them by email, get written consent first. Step 6, save your confirmation. Keep every submission receipt and proof of your mailing for at least 4 years. When you follow these steps, you will never panic on January 30th again. Everything will already be done. Let's look at some example and bonus tax tip in part 5. So David ran a software firm in Austin in 2024. He missed the 1099 deadline and paid nearly $2,000 in penalties. So this year we built him a compliant calendar and shared drive label W-9 Central. He added reminder on January 10th and January 20th, and he filed early and completely avoided penalties. Here's what David learned and what every high-income business owner should know. Bonus tip 1. You want to handle missing W-9 early. If a contractor refuses to give you the TIN, you must withhold 24% from future payments under IRS backup withholding rules. Deposit those funds with the IRS and report them on Form 945. Bonus tip 2, stay ahead of state filing rules. Many states, including California and New York, require that 1099s and W-2 be filed at the same time as federal copies. Always use the combined federal-state filing option when available to avoid duplication. Bonus tip 3, prepare for the new $2,000 threshold. So the new threshold for 1099 reporting, part of the Big Beautiful Bills Act, applies to payment made after December 31st, 25. That means 2026 payments will use the $2,000 rule. For this year filing, converting 25 payments, the old 600 rules still apply. Bonus tip 4, start early. Use December to organize, run your general ledger, identify recurring vendor, and send updated W-9 requests before year end. The earlier you verify data, the fewer surprises you will have in January. Sam, who runs a manufacturing business in San Diego, took this proactively approach. So he scheduled a prep deadline audit in November without 6 missing W-9s and 6 them early. His payroll, vendor list, and e-file submission were all ready 2 weeks before the deadline. No penalty, no stress, and his CPA started tax prep in February without delays. Let's look at recap and closing. So your 1099 NEC and W-2 filing and furnishing deadline is January 31st, 26. You want to file electronically if you have 10 or more total information returns. The $600 threshold still applies for 25 payments, but starting 26, it's going to be $6K for 26 tax year. So you will always verify the vendor data, check the state filing rules, and keep proof of filing for at least 4 years. If you want ready-made templates and spreadsheets to organize your vendor W-9s, track deadlines, or run filing checklists, you can visit prodeductions.etsy.com for instant download. For deeper strategy training or business tax compliance and planning, you can visit accessyinstitute.com. And for professional tax and bookkeeping support, you can reach out to us at smallbusinessaccountingfirm.com. By staying organized now, you will protect your deduction, avoid penalty, and start 26 filing season with confidence and in control. Thank you for watching. I will see you at the next video update.